Alright everyone, Warhammer here, and we're going to be starting a new campaign for the High Elves. But not just any campaign, we are going to do a modded campaign for Tyrion. This is because some of you have asked during my live streams whether I use any mods, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of split the two aspects up. We'll do vanilla campaigns on live streams, and then we'll do some modded campaigns just in episode format. But we are going to be playing as Tyrion, and if you have noticed right here, his icon is actually a little bit different. So there will be a list in the description of all the mods we're using. Some of them are graphical, some of them are new units, some of their campaign mechanics. But this one alters some of the looks of all the units and the sigils of the High Elves. So the main mod that we're going to be playing with today is called the 10 Kingdoms of Ulthuan. And every kingdom of Ulthuan has its own unique culture and heraldry. But for this mod, it gives each of the 10 kingdoms a unique unit that is lore-based and has their kind of theme. And each one also has a regiment of renown that is a variant of that unit. Most of them are linked to their province, so we have to confederate the rest of the factions in order to get access to them. But they are pretty cool from what I looked at before. So it is a whole bunch of new stuff that I hope you guys can enjoy as well as me. So let's get started. Alright, so jumping in, the new mechanic that we are going to be playing with is sort of like the convoys of the Chaos Dwarves or of Cathay, I should say. So the elves are known for their trading. They basically control all the sea lanes and trade routes throughout the Great Ocean and pretty much all across the world. So instead of having like land convoys, the High Elves have ones that traverse the seas. And we got some new technology, which I haven't looked through any of this at all either, but it's quite a bit more, so we'll look at those as we go. And then the big thing for this mod are the unique units that we get. So like for Lothern, we can get some right here. We can get some unique guys called Lothern Sea Rangers. They're kind of like a mix between Shadow Warriors and Lothern Sea Guards, so they have like a precursor attack similar to the Chameleon Stalkers. We can get a Merworm, which is a sort of sea dragon. It does have regeneration, and it's pretty quick. But each kingdom of Ulthuan will have unique units, so we'll discover those as we go. But let's jump right in. Okay, we are starting as Tyrion. If you haven't noticed, his banner is actually different. This is the real banner of Eataine, rather than the North Star that we typically see in the vanilla version of the campaign. But yeah, let's go. Okay, we're going to be going through Tower of Lacing. We actually want to check. Lilia's Blessing actually gives us experience for spellcasters, and we can still have enough movement range to get to the Tower of Lysine. So let's start with that one in that stance. Alright, we get a decisive victory, but we are going to fight these just because the early auto-resolve battles can be pretty hard on spearmen. So we want to protect those units as best we can. We do start with Silver Helms like normal, and our Phoenix is normal. It looks like we've got 2 things of Dread Spear, some Dark Shards, and 2 Dark Riders, actually. Alright, so looks like they've kind of backed up there. We don't actually want to fight through the woods, because it will get some of our arrows blocked. So we'll start over on this side, and then eventually move up to this little clear path. That way our cavalry doesn't get slowed down over there. Oops, I had the hotkey on. Okay. Well, you guys up this way now. Our cavalry will start taking our Silver Helms so that we can flank around and hit them in the back, specifically the Dark Shards as well. Tyrion, we can have you just go straight for their lord, because you are a tank and you are going to be... He's one of my favorite characters, but he's just going to be... I haven't decided yet whether we're going to do the Majesty of Ulthuan skill line or the Blood of Venarian skill line. They're both pretty fun. One is quite a bit better for confederating, which we might do just so we can see more of the unique units that each kingdom has to offer. But Blood of an Aryan is always fun as well. Okay, let's countercharge these Dark Riders. Silver Helms will win quite easily against Dark Riders just because of martial prowess. Do they have martial prowess or mastery? Okay, just prowess. Alright, you... let's come try to protect some of that of our units that are going to be coming in, especially with our... Okay, let's get these other Dark Riders with their Phoenix. Sorry, let's say bring our other units forward. Let's try to avoid their Dread Spears so that we can actually go and hit this Lord. Let's buff our Silver Helms with Lord of Heavens. Harmonic Convergence is actually a pretty good spell for how cheap it is. Okay, let's just fight these other Dark Riders. Phoenix, we'll have you guys get onto them. Mage, let's come and catch these Dark Riders with these last thing of Spearmen. Lothern Seaguard, you're going to come around the side and shoot them that way. Okay, Silver Helms, let's bring you around. Oop. Silver Helms actually countercharged those Dark Riders that came back. And how is Tyrion doing? He should win pretty handedly against this Dark Elf Lord. And we'll get these guys positioned so that they can shoot them in the back. And Silver Helms, okay, we're still fighting the Dark Riders. Yeah, Silver Helms are actually pretty decent. The problem is just you have to build an entire separate building line in order to get cavalry for the High Elves, which makes them not quite worth it, normally. But I think we will want to check some of them out, just to see some of the unique units that come with these mods. Okay. Tyrion has almost broken that Lord. Let's see if you can kill him real fast. Come on, get into melee. See if he's gonna... okay, now he should attack him. He's got about one more hit left, I think, before he starts to break. Okay, there we go. Let's just not shoot our own spearmen. Normally the first battle of every campaign, you don't have to fight twice. We're not going to worry about chasing those guys off. Okay, with Tyrion, do we want to take the experience? I think we did pretty good fighting that, so I don't think we need to replenish our forces that much. Let's go with the treasury and influence. And this is on legendary difficulty with very hard battles, in case anyone was wondering. I will have that in the description of the video, but sometimes it's good just to hear if people don't read that. Okay, do we want to build this in our starting province? I think we do for Lothern, actually, because we want to build Lothern up to tier 3 before we start to develop our minor settlements. And like I said, we are going to try out some of the cavalry. Normally I wouldn't do that, but let's have a little more fun with this campaign. Let's start the Elven Gardens so that we can get a noble. And we'll get some cavalry once the stable is built. Let's take the Tower of Lysine now. Okay, yeah. Not too much that we have to worry about. It's mostly just want to keep our units that have already lost a few, we want to keep them healthy. Same with our Phoenix. We don't want him to take too much damage because he will not... his health will stay the same between the battle and the next turn. Tyrion did pretty good. He took a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Most of our spearmen are healthy and our Seaguard did not lose anyone. Alright, let's get Tyrion up front. We don't have any other archers besides the Lothern Seaguard at the moment, so Alright, then let's get these guys all moving forward. Silver Helms will come around the back to get some flanks off. Flank attacks. And Tyrion, you can go for the Dread Spears. We didn't use any of our Wake of Fire abilities last time. I should have remembered that. Because that ability can be really, really good at taking down infantry. The Flamespire Phoenix is actually a very good unit for that. Another one you don't see recruited very much, especially on the campaign side, but it is quite good if you can blob up infantry. Drop a few of these on everyone. Ooh, they're clumping up a little bit. That's good for us. Okay, Silver Helms, let's go for those Dark Shards. Phoenix, keep coming back so they don't shoot you. Okay, Silver Helms, let's charge those Dark Shards. And let's get buff out on some of these Spearmen so they don't take quite as many losses. Phoenix will get you back in the air so you can bombard some of these guys. Mage, you can also get to melee. Let's have these Lothern Sea Guard shoot these Dread Spears though that are not currently fighting anything. And that way we'll get them in the back so their shields don't count for that missile block defense chance. Drop some more crap bombs, I like to call them. Okay, and that should break their army pretty quickly. Do these guys... oh, they do cause terror, okay. I couldn't remember if they cause just fear, but I guess they are terror-causing units. Yep, and we did pretty well in the battle. We didn't take too much damage. Lothern Sea Guard are doing pretty good. They've already got 3 ranks up in experience. Silver Helms as well. I actually like Silver Helms in the early game. I kind of wish that Dragon Princes were tier 4 instead of tier 5. Because at tier 5, they just don't do enough armor piercing damage to, I think, merit that cost and rank. They should be that good in the lore, but they're not currently that good in the game. Alright, we don't really need to take the replenishment because we should heal all the way back up. Yeah. And let's start recruiting. I guess we don't have any money. We'll cancel the upgrade on the barracks for now and we'll get some more units because we all are going to need quite a few to take these last 2 settlements. Let's get some more archers and we'll take the ones with light armor because they're only 6 more upkeep than the regular archers. So we get a little bit of a stat boost because of that. And I believe in this mod, Tyrion has a slight change to the skill tree. Maybe it's the High Elves in general, but I think they've moved some of the cavalry bonuses off to themselves. But let's take unit experience and route marcher. Because campaign move range is pretty much always good. I normally like going for some magic right away, but I think we're actually gonna... yeah, we'll do that. We'll get Wind Blast, and then we'll start going after scouting to get those magic items. Alright, and for our technology, so let's take a look at this. This reduces recruitment cost and gives us local recruitment capacity, buffs for lords, global recruitment. I think we want to go for this one that's going to give us better archers at the start, and then eventually we'll start moving down some of the Sea Guard lines and the spearmen. Yeah, so we can't use the convoys or whatever they're going to be called, the sea trade routes yet. I think we have to wait until turn 5, but you also start to see some of the AI start to send them off because they actually do not have a weight requirement for that. But yeah, it's nice seeing the mod that adds all the original heraldry to the other High Elves. So like with Eataine, you have the Sun, the Phoenix, and the Temple of Asurion. All nods to Asurion, the chief god of the High Elves. Got Kalador over here with the dragon. Has changed just a little bit. Got Tiranoc, Safari, Avalorn. Oh no, that's Illyrian, sorry. Illyrian, Safari's over here. But Yeah, we can't make it in one turn to Njariel, so we'll go to Lothern and recruit some more units, I think. Let's get some more archers.
The Reaper. The nation calls.
Yeah, turn 5 before we can start to send off those convoys.
Tyrion, heir of Anarion. Defender of Ulthuan.
Probably good for that turn as well. These battles actually can be quite difficult if you're playing on Legendary. You usually do have to fight them manually or else you take too many losses. The Shrine of Asurian, I can't remember if they have a stronger garrison, but this battle will be difficult. But I like the difficult battles. If you guys haven't watched, I have been live streaming a Dwarf Legendary campaign where we have to auto-resolve every single battle. And it has been quite fun, but it is hard, especially with how that campaign is going. Yeah, so we'll get... Actually, let's go with Euronon's Thunderbolt, because that does all armor-piercing damage. Maybe we get Wind Blast just once, and then we'll go after Scouting. But let's take back Njariel. Njariel depends on if it's a hard G or if it's a soft G. Okay, they do have a fair amount of Dark Shards. They have 6 Dark Shards, 5 units of Dread Spears, and 2 units of Dread Swords. Bleak Swords, I should say, along with some Dark Riders with crossbows and some Harpies. Shouldn't be too bad. Lothern Seaguard are pretty good at guarding the flanks from those Dark Riders. I'm going to say Dark Reavers, but that's not their name. And Harpies, I think we can shoot them to death before they become too much of a problem. Well, if you guys haven't noticed, one of the mods we're also using is called Ultimate Portraits. So every legendary lord, their picture, I like using the 2D portraits right here, just because it saves a little bit on performance for the campaign. But it is really, really cool having like really nice pictures instead of some of the ones that they start with are not very good. Yeah, I can't wait to get Malhandir, Tyrion's steed. And there's quite a few units. I don't know where exactly we want to fight them. We just have to be careful with all of their Dark Shards, though.
Asur, warrior.
They are... Oh! Your Phoenix can go that way. Let's take some of our Silver Helms to the side. Let's try to find where their Dark Riders are. The Harpies will actually do a fair amount of damage to the Phoenix if we fight them in the air. So the Phoenix we're going to pull back and try to wait for some support from our archers. I doubt they'll try to attack our Silver Helms with the Harpies, but let's shoot the Harpies first, actually. Let's put all of our archers on guard mode. Tyrion, you can start moving up to attack that crossbow lord. Let's go after some of the Dark Shards. Okay, Silver Helms, we don't want to get caught by those Dread Spears, so let's try to pull you out of your charge. Okay, let's get the Harpies tied into combat. Yeah, let's get these Dread Spears on the archers so that they actually don't hurt our archers too badly. We're bringing the Silver Helms to go after them, and our Spearmen will paddle back into their formation. Okay, let's get some of these Spearmen charged. Okay, Silver Helms, come back around this way. Let's take our Mage and cast some Euronon's Thunderbolt right on top of them. I don't want to throw that right on top of Tyrion because he actually will take some damage from that since it's 100% armor piercing, so hopefully we can get him out of the way a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's go shut down some of those guys. You guys hit the Harpies once again. Okay, Silver Helms pull back. We don't want to fight those Dread Spears. We want them eventually to start to get into... come around and hit some of these Dark Shards a little bit. Alright, Phoenix, we need to come back and hit some of these Dread Spears that are going after our lines. Let's go support some of these Spearmen right there that are fighting the Dread Spears. Let's go for a bombing run. Oop, come in. There we go. Now I just start to get right. Oh.
Going for.
Yeah, Lothern Seaguard are getting beat up a little bit.
It will be done.
Let's send in the Phoenix to go help them. Tyrion, go after their lord still. Let's chase off these dark shards with our silver helms, and get these guys to focus on those dark shards right there.
Archers, without question, for duty, without fail. Sinner.
Let's finish off these dark shards so they stop shooting our Lothern Seaguard. Go after their lord once again. Silver helms are still doing pretty well. We haven't lost too many guys. Throw it on another magic spell right there.
Ready. Forward.
Okay, let's get out of their Phoenix. Let those guys fight them off. Okay, Lord is almost dead. Once these guys break, then we'll pull the silver helms to go charge these other dark shards, which they should break any second. Okay. Phoenix, let's get you out of the way. Back into the air. That way we can get some more crap bombs, fire bombs. Okay. They are going to break before we get to do that. Let's try to kill the Lord, though. That way we get a little bit more money. Let's tie him down with the silver helms. Overall, I think we did pretty good. We took a little bit of damage on all of our units for the most part, but nothing too crazy.
Shield of the Ever Queen. Pray to the gods. Spearman. Acknowledge.
Okay.
You say.
Almost got him down. Probably one or two more hits. One more hit? Yeah, he's down to 1 hit point. So let's speed that up a little bit, and that will be good for that victory. Pyrrhic victory, but I think we did a lot better than the auto-resolve would have given us. I'm trying to decide what our next plan should be. Normally, in a Tyrion campaign, I would take our starting province and then go north to help Ilario against those Dark Elves that start up by the Sword of Cain. But maybe we try to go for the territory just to the east that is controlled by the Greenskins at the moment. Because that is some extra land we can get right away, and that way Eltharion isn't quite as strong that way. That'll make it a little bit easier for us to confederate him. We actually might take the unit replenishment right now. I think we'll actually be okay. We'll heal quite a bit over the intern. Let's get a few more spearmen, though. Actually, we'll get one thing of cavalry. So these are one of the new units. They're called Illyrian Lancers. So they have longer spears, and they do quite a bit more charge damage than the normal Illyrian Reavers. So we'll get one of them. Because that's the thing in the lore. Illyrian is supposed to be the land of the horse lords of the elves. And their spearmen, their Illyrian Reavers are actually supposed to be much stronger than they are in the game. For some reason, they have spears when they ride, but they don't do any damage. Anti-large damage, I mean. Okay, let's go with Merchant Lord, just because the trade resources is always going to be good for the elves. And speaking of, let's see if we can get any trade agreements with people near us. Avalorn, we definitely want to. Ooh, we could get a defensive alliance. Sure, we'll take that one. Defensive alliance is pretty good. Yvres we want to focus with first for trade, just because sometimes he becomes less friendly. Safri we're not going to, because they're pretty friendly with the Nakari up there, Slanesh, so let's go with Illyrian instead with the trade agreement, because Safri will probably take afterwards.
What would you have of me?
Because if Ilario's going to deal with these guys, then maybe we deal with the Greenskins first and then go after Safri. The reason I like to go up north to fight the Dark Elves initially is because one of Tyrion's quest items, the Star of Avalorn, it's at like turn or rank 17 when you get access to it, but it requires you to own the Phoenix Gate, which doesn't always happen until later, so I like to do that early sometimes. Let's go Wind Blast, and then we'll start going for magic items, Scout Chance. Yeah, we just have to check whether Altharion's going to take all this stuff. Because it might be a good way if we at least take one settlement, we can try to trade it to him, so we can get some more positive relations with him. Yeah, we're going to save all our growth to get tier 3. But let's get our noble.
Of the Everqueen.
Okay. Control or melee defense? I don't really care about control, and the High Elves have really good control.
Son of Ulthuan, I am a fount of
So that one's not as big of a deal for us.
heir of an Aryan.
And 2 more turns until we can start to use the military convoys. But if you guys end up liking this campaign and these mods, go ahead and let me know in the comments as well. I normally don't play with mods a whole lot, but I've decided to start doing some series that are all mods, and then I'll leave the vanilla campaigns for
I have much to teach
my live streams.
shield against the dark.
Yeah, we'll take the Shrine of Assyrian, then I think yeah, we'll go for these greenskins first, because it looks like Alariel is pushing pretty hard into the Dark Elves, so she will probably take the Phoenix Gate before we're able to get there anyway.
Orders, servant of the king.
My visions.
Okay, they do have a garrison there, so more melee infantry and a few more dark shards, but nothing too much that we should be worried about. No harpies this time. Yeah, Silver Helms pretty much dominate the Dark Riders of the Dark Elves. They're actually very good for a tier 3 unit, but the fact that it requires a separate building just makes it not worth it most of the time. We are going to do it in this campaign just so we can show off some of the Illyrian units that are brand new. But just like normal regiments of renown, the RORs for the modded units actually have different abilities or different weapons or slightly different stats than the new units that come with the mod. Oh, it's a sudden battle as well. Okay. Alright, we'll get our cavalry to start over here. Eventually they'll go around to start hitting some of those guys over there. And our spearmen, let's keep some of these guys a little bit more wounded in the back, just in case, so we don't have to let them replenish nearly as much. We are going to fight, I think over here is a better spot, because it's easier for us to get to some of their control points, and they can't, oh, it won't let us do that.
It shall be done.
It's a little bit easier for us to shoot all of their units and get some of the control points.
Orders received.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, who do we lead over there? Okay, that last spearman. Let's start moving all you guys up. We'll start to shoot them. Phoenix can come up and go after some of these dark shards. And our cavalry, you're going to come and hit this side. Hopefully we can get to these guys in the back, these dark shards. Tyrion, go after that supreme source as quickly as possible. Let's take a look at these Illyrian lancers. So they have long spears, almost lances now, compared to the normal spears that the Illyrian Reavers have.
Destruction awaits.
They have a much higher charge bonus. They have a charge bonus of 80, so that's significantly better.
Heir of an Aryan.
Okay, let's start moving our spearmen up. Phoenix, we don't want you to fight too much against those units, because you actually did take some damage in our last battle. Okay, let's have you come around. We want to keep these guys in range of our archers. Yeah, we're gonna hit those dark shards pretty hard. The charge bonus of 80 is actually quite high.
Lothern Seagull.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about you. Sorry about you, Phoenix. Let's try to get you out of the fight a little bit, since you are already at half health. The Flame Spire Phoenixes do have a rebirth ability, but they have a chance of dying at the same time when it triggers. So, don't want to have that happen. Okay, let's move some of you guys up closer. You guys can all focus on these dark shards over there. Cavalry's doing pretty good. We just need to get our heroes on this, dark shards. Since we've broken those dark shards, let's go hit these other ones.
Kill them.
Okay, Phoenix, you're going to come around for a bombing run right here. Hey, did we kill that? Okay, I'm going to say, why did they not follow her? She is casting some spells on us, though. Let's get the Phoenix on some of these Dark Shards. Our cavalry should be going through those Dark Shards pretty easily. Let's come hit some of these Bleak Swords in the back.
Ulthuan mage.
And let's throw down a Wind Blast. Okay, and let's pull the cavalry back so that they will get their charge bonus back eventually. Let's get them to come help chase off that Supreme Sorceress. Okay, they are sending some Dread Spears to fight our Phoenix, so let's get him out of there before the anti-large bonus can do quite a bit of damage to us. Archers, we got some pretty good targets. Let's have you guys shoot these guys right there. Actually, shoot the Dark Shards over there, and you guys can shoot those Dark Shards right there.
Asur mage.
Where can we get some more spells off? Let's hit that unit of Bleak Swords right there.
Hear me.
Phoenix has come recharge these Bleak Swords as well.
High mage.
Pretty good hit. Oh, they got Murderous Prowess activated though, so let's try to rout these guys off as quickly as possible so we don't take too much damage. Let's go fight these Dark Shards with the Phoenix. And how we doing over here fighting her? I haven't quite caught up to her yet. Let's bring our Silver Helms to come and recharge some of those guys eventually. Oh, I guess they have some units over here. Probably they're Dark Riders, so let's countercharge them. Alright, and how we doing on this side? Okay, broken most of those units. Let's pull these Spearmen back since they're taking quite a bit more damage. Get some more spells off here. That is a fresh unit of Dread Spears that are coming to attack us, so they don't have the debuff stats from getting tired. Phoenix, we've broken off those Dark Shards, so let's come for a rear charge over here. Alright, now we have caught up to them. Silver Helms, let's countercharge those Dark Riders. So that is something that is unique to all the units from this mod as well, is that they have unique formations. So like the Illyrian Reavers will have, or the Illyrian Lancers I should say, have the Eagle formation, which is similar to the Diamond formation that Bretonia has. Alright, and this should be pretty close to breaking off. As soon as we can deal some damage to her, we shouldn't have a problem. Our Spearmen actually are taking a fair amount of damage, so let's try to just avoid shooting them with our friendly units. And let's throw down another spell on these Dread Spears, which probably should break them and the rest of the army. Yeah. Yeah, not too bad. We did take a little bit more damage on our spears than I would have liked. The Illyrian Lancers got damaged quite a bit, but we didn't lose very many models, so they should be fine. But this will probably kind of be a precursor to the rest of our campaign. We are going to be fighting a lot of hard battles. And this battle, now that we've captured our starting province, should be a good place to end. I'll talk to you guys next time, alright?